Hi guys, Dr. Dearborne here with another episode of Food Beyond Its Nutrition, and today we are serving up carrot coleslaw with zesty lime and mint. Absolutely delicious.
Okay guys, to make this lime, this kind of citrusy lime carrot slaw, which actually is one of my husband's favorites, you're going to need a really generous, very generous 2 cups of julienne, and that's thinly sliced and or grated carrots. Okay, we're going to need the juice of half a lime. I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of honey. I have some mint, and the mint, I'm actually going to put the mint on the end, and I put it on the end because mint tends to oxidize really quickly and it turns black in the dish, and I don't like it for presentation. It tastes really good, but I don't like it. So I'm gonna roll that into like a cigar shape and make very, I think they call it chiffonade. So very thin ribbons, and I'm gonna put that into the salad right before I serve it. I have a 1/3 cup of sultanas, I call them, but they're also known here as golden raisins. I have the zest of the lime. I have very finely minced capsicums, red bell peppers. I was looking for Fresnos, couldn't find them. Would have preferred those, it would have added a little heat, but couldn't find them, but that's okay. I have a teaspoon of freshly minced garlic. It's really minced finely. And I have 2 teaspoons of finely diced, very finely minced shallots. This dish will also call for a dash of smoked paprika, and I mean a dash. Of course, a little bit of salt, black pepper, and I'm going to be using mayonnaise. Okay, guys, I'm going to be using mayonnaise. However, I also use this brand for my vegan mayonnaise, and it is off the chain. I love it. I love it. It is absolutely, most people can't even tell. So if you want to veganize it, you can definitely use that. Whatever quantities I use of this mayo, you can use of this mayo, vegan mayo. Quantities of maple syrup would be the same as honey, so it's 2 teaspoons of honey, so it would be 2 teaspoons of maple syrup. The only thing to bear in mind is that maple syrup has more of a runny consistency, and that might actually affect the end of how it looks, how it coats your carrots, but it won't do anything it won't impact the taste negatively, as I've done both. So okay guys, we are going to get started. But the first thing I'm going to do is actually squeeze the lemon juice, and you only need, lime juice. You can use lemon, lime for me works a lot better. So squeeze your lime juice. Okay, and to that we are actually going to put in our golden raisins or sultanas. Okay. And we're just going to give that a little mix. And typically what I would do is I would have this sitting in the lime juice while I prepped everything else, just to help them get a little bit plump. It kind of plumps them out, okay? So that's that. To this, I would then add some honey. I would add some honey. Or add the honey. And I actually wipe this container out, this little bowl out, with a little bit of oil to facilitate the process, because usually quite a lot gets left in translation. So I'm going to mix this up ever so slightly. Alrighty, to that I'm going to add the garlic. I'm going to add the shallots. going to add the shallots. We're going to give that a little mix. All right, guys, that smells pretty good. I'm going to add some salt. Okay, guys, about that much. Okay, gonna mix that up. Then I'm gonna add about half a cup or so of mayo. That's one for the pot. That's actually a little more than half a cup, okay, of mayo. And I'm going to give this a nice good mix. Give that a mix. And one thing that you can do, guys, if you actually think that this is too watery, you can actually add a little bit of oil. I've got some oil here, but you can add a little bit of oil to facilitate the process, to make it just a little thicker, because you really do want it to coat your carrots nicely. I'm going to add some black pepper, or you can add white pepper, choice is yours. Gonna add maybe about half a teaspoon of black pepper. Again, give that a mix. Right, nice. My red capsicums. Okay, give that a mix. And yes, guys, I could dump it all in and mix, but sometimes things get lost in the equation. The lime zest, I'm going to add that. And I'm going to add a dash of paprika, and I mean a dash, guys. Got it? That was a dash. A dash of paprika. Alright, and I'm going to give this a little taste. Yep, that would be fine. Once that's sat up for a little bit. Here goes my 2 cups of julienne carrots. Ooh. And we're going to mix this thoroughly. You need to make sure this is mixed thoroughly, so everything is coated, it's nice and evenly distributed. Give it a thorough mix. Give it a nice thorough mix. Looks good, doesn't it? Mix. It actually could use just a tad more black pepper. And what actually makes this dish, or really highlights this dish at the end, is when you put the mint in. If you don't like mint, you can use coriander. If you don't like coriander, you can simply use spring onions, green onions, spring onions. The choice is yours. I have some here just so you can see. You just sprinkle it in, and you know, it brightens everything up, it lightens everything up, and it really does add to the flavor. So what we're going to do with this now, we're going to put it in the refrigerator and let it do its thing. I mean, you could definitely serve this straight away. You really could serve this straight away, but it does lend itself to, you know, being in the fridge where the flavors can hang out and mingle and do what they need to do. And so when you do get ready to serve it, of course, we're gonna put the mint on. I'm gonna chiffonade the mint, and I'm gonna put the mint on it. And you've got to give it a really good stir. right before you get ready to serve it, and or if you're going to allow it to hang out in the fridge for, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours or what have you, periodically try to remember to give it a good stir. Okay guys, we're going to chiffonade the mint for the carrot slaw that I made. So, you know, you just kind of roll it into a really tight, like a cigar shape. And really, you just slice very, very, very thinly. And that's what we're looking for, really, really thin slices, super thin. If you like kaffir lime leaves, you could use kaffir lime leaves. I mean, it's all about your imagination, guys, and letting your imagination run wild. Okay, so that's that done. I'm actually going to mix the salad up a little bit, bring it back to life. All right, guys. It actually tastes very good, especially now that it had time to hang out. I'm going to put it into a serving bowl. Put it into a serving bowl. Oops, that's better. And I'm going to sprinkle it with the mint. Sprinkle it with the mint. And a few of those. And that's it, guys. Absolutely delicious. Carrot coleslaw. It's a carrot coleslaw with sultanas or golden raisins, with lime, and yeah, guys, just really delicious, really delicious.